Welcome back to the Open Mic Podcast. It looked like I had a fly in my face.
I did. You're like,
Yeah.
let me catch this right fast.
Yeah, let me catch this motherfucker. With me as always, Jason. What's up, Jason?
Hey.
And this week we have my very funny friend, Michael Reed. What's up, dude?
What's up? Thanks.
Nothing,
Thanks.
man. I don't know. We're already talking.
Thank
It's not
you.
like you
You
just
brought
walked
Michael
in.
Reed over. You got him fucked up, and then you threw a
Yeah.
microphone in front of him, and you're recording it now. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
That's exactly
those were pencil shavings you smoked, bro. You're not high right now. No, I'm kidding. Oh man,
teeth.
thanks for coming out here and making the trek. I know you just got off work, long day, but appreciate you coming in here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude. Also, Michael Reed is one of the co-creators of the poop song I showed you. The
Oh, nice.
Poo Like Pee, right?
Yeah.
Coming
Oh, yeah,
soon.
you showed me that. Yeah,
Still
Poopsie
got some
Like
more
Pee,
work to
yeah.
do on it in the video, but yeah, we're rappers.
You heard it here first, though.
Do what?
You heard it here first.
Yeah. Well, also the people I've showed to in person.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I do
true.
now, though.
My boss at the end of the job.
Yeah. If they're bugging you, just show them the song you made. Like, I've noticed, like, when people come over and they won't leave, I just play them beats that I've made. And they're just like,
alright,
hey,
that's
man, I
cool.
got to go. I got, like, a doctor's appointment. I'm like, it's 9 o'clock at night.
Sick, bro. Yeah.
That's how I end a conversation with anyone. I'm like, so, hey, have you listened to the podcast or the episodes lately?
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, you got to go?
SoundCloud.
Okay, man. You'll see you later.
Yeah. Nobody wants to hear about your podcast. I know
it's
from
fair.
experience, dude.
Yeah.
I know for a fact nobody wants to hear
Even
about
other
it.
podcasters don't want to hear
They
about your
don't want to hear
podcast.
it. I know that for a fact.
I kind of want to make one, but that's also the fear, you know?
Yeah.
I have an idea for one, but I'm also like...
Well, I'm still going to keep doing it because I got nothing else. So,
Hey, that's
Yeah.
a fun thing to do. Yeah.
how long you been doing comedy, Michael?
Like 4 years.
Like 4 years, right?
Since 2016. 2017, I think. It was the end of college.
So it's like
What-
four-ish.
yeah.
The
We'll
end of
just say
2016. I think it was like February 2017.
4 to
actually.
5.
Yeah.
Solid 4 to 5.
We'll say
somewhere
4 and we'll
Yeah,
cut the
4
rest
years.
of the
4
shit
years.
out.
4 plus.
4 years.
Okay. Yeah. So it
That's
sounds like you're
worth it.
speaking
Yeah, it's
Yiddish
worth all
over
the
here.
math. Yeah.
Have you guys ever been on any shows together?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did
Yeah.
one in Greensville or something.
Oh, yeah. We did one way out in Greenville. That was fucking weird. There was a guy in pajamas and like a fucking Black Panther t-shirt. And there was a white guy with like half his head dreaded or cornrowed or whatever. He was a big fan.
Like split personality.
Yeah, he was a big fan. He loved the show, though. I mean,
He's
it was-
listening?
It was only him, like the
he's-
owner and her friends. They forgot they had booked us for a show. And it was
Yeah.
it was
Now
just
he's
one
our
of
best
those-
friend.
Yeah, yeah. We just went to Austin together. It was
All
fun.
right.
But where did you
wedding.
started here, right? Like all your comedy's been DFW.
No, I was in
starting,
Orlando
or-
a little bit. I was in Orlando for like a minute, but that doesn't really.
Are you
count
from
that
there?
much.
Are you from
No,
here?
because I went to school there. I'm from here, and I went to school in Orlando, and I did comedy at the end. Like by the time I was like leaving Orlando to go back home.
What kind of clubs
are?
are in Orlando? Like here's like Hyenas Improv, stuff like that. What's in Orlando?
I'm not sure. I think there's an improv, but I didn't even go to the clubs yet. I was only doing open mics.
Bars and stuff.
I was just
bar
doing
mics?
I was doing bars and fucking like coffee shops. Like there was this coffee shop called Natura or Natura. I'm still not sure, but it closed down, so it doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
but it's gone. But it was a great place. And,
What was that? We did those
RIP
shows in
Natura.
was it in Houston? We did that coffee. What was that coffee house? Me and you did that coffee house, and then we did some stuff at Secret
shit.
Group that weekend.
Yeah, I can't
That was a fun
remember.
weekend.
It was like it was Avant Garden or something. Was that it?
No, that was
that
the
a bar?
mic we did Thursday after the show. It was I don't know, some coffee place. That was
I
fun
like
though.
Houston, but
Hey, Google it, pal.
Yeah, fucking
while.
Google it,
It's been a
pal.
while.
It's probably not there anymore.
hey, this is instead of Google it, pal.
But man, I want a shirt that says "fucking Google it, pal."
Yeah. It's almost like your
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, because
I
people
love
ask.
that. I love that Pete Holmes bit about how like Google has like ruined our lives because like we like know everything now, and it's like he used to like wake up and be like, "Where's Tom Petty from?" and you'd be like wondering about that.
Yeah.
You'd be wondering that forever, and then like you see a chick in a Heartbreakers t-shirt, and it's like, and that's how you met your wife. You know?
I remember in college you used to say that you can't use like Wikipedia as any of your references. I wonder if they're saying you can't use Google as any of your references now too
Maybe,
officially.
yeah.
On some of
Then
these
what are we doing
syllabuses.
this for?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was
And then
this?
it's going back to books, back to basics.
But what bothers
It's a
me
pain in the
now
ass.
is that like we have all those answers right here. We have basically computers in our pockets, and people still ask me like, "What's the weather going to be like?" I'm like, "Fucking Google it, pal. I don't work for you. What are you? What are you
Well,
doing
everybody
here?"
assumes that when you ask Google something and it gives you the actual answer at the very top first before the links, they assume that's 100% right, but those aren't always 100% right. That's
Yeah.
just the consensus
Well, when is the
answer.
weather always right?
Yeah,
It's
or
like,
the people who pay to be first on Google Ads.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
You got some
We're
questions
getting into
for
some
us?
deep shit here, some conspiracies.
No,
Yeah.
it gets deeper. Here, how about this? I got a couple would you rathers. Would you rather for 5 minutes be tickled or hit with dodgeballs?
Can I dodge the dodgeballs?
Yeah, you can.
They're
put it in.
dodge.
I'm pretty good at dodgeball.
they're balls
Honestly, I
for
do that, 'cause
dodging.
Tickling is just a lot. It's like for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
fuck that.
What do you not
After a
like
while-
about tickling?
It's not that I don't like it, but for 5 minutes,
5 minutes
I'd
is a
start
long
to go
time.
kind of crazy. I think whereas
Yeah.
dodgeball, it's like, oh, it's a chance to prove myself.
Be
My prowess.
active.
I'm pretty good at dodgeball. Like at the dodging part.
I'm good at dodgeball, and I love a fucking challenge.
I'm agile. Yeah, I'm competitive.
I just don't want to be tickled because if I'm tickled for more than like 4 seconds, I feel like this is gonna sound stupid, but I feel like that's what like the feeling you feel inside when you get like molested or touched when you don't want to.
It makes you feel like
yeah.
somebody's
It makes you
doing
feel
something
weird. It
dirty.
makes it-
your
it makes you
fight or
feel
flight's
like-
going up. And
Yeah. I'm like, you're tickling my armpit, but I feel like if you'll touch me there,
saying
it means
stop
you
and
won't
they're
grab my
not,
dick or balls.
You and that person are sharing something like kind of like intimate and private.
No.
Yeah. It's like a
And-
thing like later on you could be having like a meeting with them and they could be like, good you go.
Yeah, or they wink at you and you're like, fuck you, Dale. Get the fuck out of here.
This guy fucking tickles people, dude.
Yeah.
However, I feel like where he's not as big of a target at dodgeball, you would be a little bit more prone to get hit a lot.
Dude, I'm agile like a cat.
Okay.
If I want to
You
get
got them
away, I
hops?
will.
You think so?
Yeah, if I want to get away, I'll fucking break something trying to get out of the way, which would be worse than getting hit with a
It's like a bull in
dodgeball.
a china shop, dude.
Yeah.
You're gonna be catching the fucking
Yeah.
Dodgeballs with like your
Catch 'em.
thighs, legs,
Yeah,
arms,
with my
butt,
thighs.
back,
If you
everything.
can catch him and throw him back, then like,
Dude,
Yeah.
it's even
I'm
better.
going to catch him with my thighs and do a handstand and throw it back with my thighs.
Okay.
Yeah. If I
You're
block,
like rocket launching through your butt like a fucking ejection.
Yeah. And if I block a ball that was about to hit me, I get to tickle them for 5 minutes.
Who's the them?
Yeah,
This
well,
is
let's
just
see
the
what a
world.
Dodgeball, it's all
Who's throwing the dodgeballs?
Who's tickling?
How long's a piece of string?
Nobody knows for sure.
He's right. He's absolutely right.
All right.
Yeah.
How about this? Would you rather have one wish granted today or 3 wishes 5 years from today? Now, before you answer, I'm going to tell you, no wishing for extra wishes and no modifications. Just
Duh.
straight up, a wish today or wait 5 years for 3 wishes.
I think I gotta go wait 5 years.
Yeah, I'm a bird in the hand kind of guy. I might not be here in 5 years. And maybe this wish will keep me here for 5 years.
So you're
Oh, so
going
you
right
just like,
now.
I wish I'll be
And
here
my
for at
wish will
least-
also be to undo whatever Jason did and give me another wish.
Oh,
You know what I'm
nice.
saying?
What,
Yeah.
what's the wishes like?
Sounds
Can
like
you
a
just,
modification to me.
Yeah.
Can you do a wish for anything? Like, I wish that like healthy food tasted good, or I wish that unhealthy food was healthy.
It's your wish. Yeah.
You can make
want
like
it
anything
today?
like that. You can just bend reality. And
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be pretty tight.
Oh, it's a
I think
wish.
it's a wish. You
No,
know?
realistic wishes only, Michael. Improve your credit by 10 points or less.
There's no rules, sound like some genie shit. Right?
Hey, sometimes miracles are 10 points on your credit. You never know.
Hey, my credit just went up to almost 640, dude. I'm surprised.
You're getting there, man.
Yeah.
Climbing the ladder.
Dude, I can't wait to ruin it again.
Start buying stuff.
I'm starting to get
Just
credit
buy
cards
stuff.
now, and I'm like,
Yeah.
just looking at them, I'm like, I really want a hot tub, dude. I really want, even an inflatable one.
I learned with credit cards, it's better to like get a bunch of little stuff instead of a big thing, because when you get the big thing too, then you also want to add the little stuff on top of it as well. And then it's a whole chunk of change that you owe for a while.
We'll see how I destroy my life this time.
Yeah, it's like you're getting another chance.
Yeah, I know. But here's one more chance, fatty. Don't get a repo.
Yeah, you can get an air fryer. Do you have one of those?
Yeah, I got one of those. Pull your mic in
Thanks.
too.
Oh, yeah.
These pick up a small range.
Oh
If
yeah, you
this
don't want to
does
miss
this
any
help
of this.
when I do this?
Comedic gold spinning it, and then I'm spinning right here. Yeah.
Do what? Yeah, Rumpelstiltskin. We want to hear that gold being spun
Yeah.
as he
the
backs
thing, yeah.
further away from the mic.
Good
He's
memory
off
on the
camera and off
Rumpelstiltskin.
mic now at this point. Fucking the only almond brother I ever met is off camera and off mic
Dwayne.
right now.
All right, would you rather hunt or grow your own food?
Oh, hunts for sure.
Yeah, because growing food, that's
That
plants.
sucks ass.
You
Yeah.
feel that confident that you'll
I think
definitely
farming
find
sucks
something
ass.
in hunting?
Well, okay. What are the rules? Like, can I hunt? Am I hunting in an area where it's like?
Just yeah,
Am I
wherever
just
you
going
are.
out-
Your choice. Anywhere.
Okay, if I'm going in a place where there is food, I can like figure it out.
So
Like,
you can stay in the Whole Foods and like just hunt little squirrels and birds and shit that come around.
I would rather learn how to do that than learn how to farm.
Yeah,
'Cause I can't
I
really
get
do
you.
either of them right now. Is what I'm saying. But if I can do it in the scenario and not just fucking die, like I mean, I think hunting is better than farming.
I
would
have
way rather
to
do
agree
that.
because I don't think that I would
You're
grow
moving
it.
around.
I don't grow anything that would satisfy me quite like some grilled meat.
Yeah, and you can just
You can
burn
grill
it.
up some corn or some portobello
You,
mushrooms.
have to
You
build a
can't grow
fire,
meat.
yeah.
Can't grow meat.
Yeah, I'd like to learn like to hunt. Like I've told this story on here before about killing the pig and then they like made everything from
Made
it.
bacon. Yeah.
But I think for this question, I would
That's
hunt.
kind of rad.
Do what?
That's kind of rad, you know. Like
I was
raw
like
food.
5 or 6 years old though,
damn.
and I'm like,
Have you been on a farm where you've ever had to kill an animal? That
No,
you,
I've had to like I've like helped castrate a calf one time, but I've never.
That's
fucking-
worse. Kill him.
I know,
Put him
yeah,
out.
right?
Put the
Yeah.
calf out of his misery.
My dad had this friend that was like a farmer or some shit. Like had like animals and like some lands, and like he's like, yeah,
Why'd
my
they-
friend's castrating a calf. Yeah.
Why'd they cut that?
That's what they
bad
do. That's
guys
what
on
you do
the
with
farm.
cows, I guess. Yeah.
Well, cows are all females, right? So he's
Well, I don't
castrating
know
a
what it was
bull?
doing to the cow.
Or was
I'm not
he? Was
sure.
it a trans cow?
Maybe
He was turning it into a cow.
Maybe, yeah, it was an operation. Probably. I think they do that I think it's very common because they want to get more milk, you know?
I don't think you can just cut a bull's dick off and then you can milk it. You just cut the
Or
one
at
thing
least-
off, you could milk,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I'm just joking.
I think for this joke, I'd be a hunter, but I would be
a
I'd be a MILF hunter because
Nice.
have you ever had a MILF make you cookies before? They're fucking delicious. Like, I'm not kill animals. No, I just eat them. I don't work for you.
Yeah. All right. How about this? Would you ever get someone's name tattooed on you?
Ugh.
I mean, I feel like the boring answer is just no, but it's like probably not. Like,
Yeah, probably not. Well, actually, I say that I'm gonna get my sister's
name would I get?
nickname tattooed on me, but she died, and I don't really have to explain anything else about that.
Yeah.
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 What if
But
you
it's-
what if
it's-
you have a girl that's like, who's Jennifer?
Well, I'm
Tell her the story. And then,
thanks for doxing my dead sister, but no, I'm getting her
Sorry,
nickname that I
Jennifer.
came up with that everybody called her. So
Oh, okay. I
yeah.
gotcha.
So I mean, if they ask, I'll be like, yeah, it's my sister.
I won't dox that nickname because that's
Yeah.
the actual
Well, it's-
tattoo. They have to
Might
see
as well.
you. Yeah.
It's fofo. That's
Fofo.
what it is.
Like FOFO.
Yeah, I couldn't say my R's when I was a kid, so I couldn't say Jennifer for the life of me.
So Jennifer Fofo.
Like, yeah, I called her Fofo. I couldn't say like world or girl. I'd say like woiled or goiled.
Oh, yeah.
And I was Mexican, and I couldn't say my R's. Like I couldn't. What's wrong with you? I just said shit like that all
You were
the time.
that fucking
Yeah, you're like a Daffy
Yeah.
Duck character, like a Looney Tune.
Pretty much. I had to take special classes for like the first 3 years of school.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just being supportive.
It doesn't feel, it feels worse.
I'm sorry.
I'd rather go back to talking shit right now.
I thought it was bad that I was in a class once where they had the security people in the front and the back when you walk through the halls. I mean, but like that's you
Dude,
know.
my brother, like, he, like, tried to skip a grade, but then he, like, got held back. He, like, repeated it the next year, you know? He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, never mind.
I quit. Now I'm done. No.
Yeah.
It didn't go well.
What's an unpopular opinion?
That's
I
like
have
an
a
unpopular
couple,
opinion that I have.
Yeah.
I think the Beatles are overrated.
Whoa, okay.
You like the Beatles?
Oh, I love the Beatles, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Both
Look at 'em.
both ends
They're
of them.
amazing, yeah.
Like old,
Honestly, yeah,
old
dude.
and
The
acid?
old ones are really catchy, yeah, and they
Okay.
like they sound kind of like timeless
And I
songs.
do like some of them, and some of the songs are classics. But I mean, people really fucking open their mouths wide for a Beatle cock, dude. Like, okay, like they're good, they're pretty good. But geez, like Paul McCartney's got some good songs on his own. A lot of them have good songs on their own, and they also have some really good songs. But
You know, Drake and some other people have outsold them. They're not at the top anymore.
Okay, so like when you say overrated, do you mean just like do you only like a couple songs?
No,
or
just
like are you like
It's just an unpopular opinion.
I just don't think they're like
it's not
the
something you
big
put on
thing
that
that
often
like
to listen to?
do what.
Is it something you like put on like regularly at all to listen to?
There's a couple songs that I cycle through, but most of them, like one was a Paul McCartney song.
Oh damn!
They just don't speak to you.
I gotta ask, did you ever like get into
Talk-
their
talking
albums?
to the mic.
Oh, sorry. Did you ever like get into their albums? Did you ever like put on one of their albums at the beginning? Like
When I was
listen to
younger,
it?
yeah.
Okay, and you're like, not for me.
Yeah, and then I stole my
Uh,
sister's Aerosmith CD, and I was like, "Yeah, this kicks ass."
Okay.
My brother listened to like Motley Crue and GNR, baby, Guns N'
Yeah.
Roses. But I mean,
That makes
that's
sense.
not
That's
all
like,
I
that's
like.
like harder. Yeah,
I like
it's-
all kinds of music. I mean, not a lot of country and not a lot of Beatles.
Yeah, and that was out when you were a kid too.
Would
Yeah.
Beatles have been
Well, I
classified?
tried as an adult.
With Beatles, do
yeah.
you think Beatles, if Beatles was now, do you think they would fall in more like an indie kind of genre?
I guess, yeah, but I feel like they'd be like the first like good indie band in a long time.
Yeah, because they could be calm or heavy or loud
Yeah,
or quiet.
Oh, you mean the
or-
first good indie band?
like in a long time for sure. Because I like to listen to. You ever listen to 91.7? It's like this local radio station.
91.7?
Yeah, 91.7. It's like called KXT, and it's like a public radio station, and they play like everything kind of. They play like
Oh.
deep cuts from albums. They play like hit songs. They play like new shit. They tend to. Me and Daniel Magnan were talking about this one time. He's like, "Oh yeah, I love that station." It does tend towards like kind of Dawson's Creek sort of like white
Yeah.
people music, you know? Like, there's
Okay.
like
That's a Christian channel, Michael. Listen to
No, it's
Christian
not
rock.
KLTY.
The commercials are very faith-based. You know, they're inspirational.
I'm sorry to bug you. Will you scoot up just a little more?
I
I,
don't
feel
know.
like it
I'm
might be
probably fucking
cutting
the
off a
sound.
little.
Yeah, I wave my arms
think it
around when I
needs the
talk, I
arm
guess.
raised.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, come closer to the table.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you're like off.
Otherwise,
camera
you're
a
not
little
going to be seen on video.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
We'll
a
just
damn
put in
shame.
like a cartoon squirrel for your character and just leave the voice.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Remember
to do
Chippendales and their Rescue Heroes?
that. Dude, I remember the Chippendales Nintendo game.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever play that?
Yeah, it was hard. It was
Yeah.
good though.
Yeah, it was
Actually,
fucking
fun.
hard.
Yeah,
I thought all video games were hard back then.
DuckTales was my
As a
all-time
child.
favorite NES game. But
DuckTales.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good game.
Before my
What's
time.
what's an unpopular opinion for you?
Oh, I think U2's a pretty good band. Which I guess is like not that like it used to be like a pretty popular opinion, but like with anybody under the age of 40, it's like an
Yeah.
unpopular opinion. I
Yeah.
think.
I like some U2 songs. I'm not
Yeah.
like a huge U2 guy, but I would go see them. Still, the funniest thing when anybody brings up U2 to me is somebody, and this is probably just someone's like Irish joke or something, but they said that at a concert.
Oh,
No,
the clapping thing? I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
He's
Yeah.
clapping.
It's,
He
like,
goes,
it's an urban legend. Yeah,
every
yeah.
time I clap my hands, an Irishman dies. And someone in the crowd goes, "Stop fucking clapping them, then." You're fucking
Yeah, I heard
killing
that.
people.
And that's
man."
something that was like in a YouTube comment, and I've seen that, but it's
Yeah.
like it's not like I don't think a real.
I don't think
thing
it
that
is, but
happened.
that's-
yeah,
that's
but
still-
it's not, I
that's
mean,
pretty
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
funny
it's
to me.
good.
Unpopular.
I'm not good
opinion.
at this, but I think it's funny.
I'm
think
a
Harry-
defensive
I
fan.
think
so.
all the Harry Potter stuff's overrated. I know I bring it up constantly. I
That's
think
fair. I mean, like, I
I-
loved it when I was a kid.
I never saw
Yeah.
a single anything.
Well,
from
then
it.
it's not. Yeah, I mean, that's
just not for you.
totally fair. I feel that way about sort of Star Wars, kind of. Not that I don't like Star
Watch
Wars,
your
but it's just like
fucking mouth. God damn it!
like if I've been around because I remember when I was
Obi-Wan can go, B.
I was into the fucking like when episode 3 came out in like 2005. I was like 10 and I was like, oh fuck yeah. It's like I was like, it's the last Star Wars movie. Holy shit. It seemed like really important, you know? And then like
That's like
and then
saying
now
this is the
looking
last
back-
Rolling Stones concert.
I
Like,
know,
they're gonna-
yeah. It's like and then next year it's like, oh fuck.
I mean,
Those cartoons.
they found their breadwinner. They're like, I mean, shit, let's
Bigger
get the
Bang
bag.
Theory.
We can keep making these fucking movies.
I didn't watch
They
this-
got a green light to keep
Yeah,
writing
no,
new
nothing
stories.
ends anymore is my problem. It's like nothing ends.
I didn't watch Star Wars till I was like 33, and I watched them with Jason, and I liked them. I'm not like overly obsessed with them, and I'll watch the new movies, and some of them are
We
really good, and
binged
some
like
of them
all
are shit.
seven,
The thing
all
is,
6
and
or
you-
7 episodes
Yeah.
in like
Well,
a week.
I'm not gonna watch just one, not watch the rest. I got to see where this goes. Plus, is this guy gonna fuck his sister or not?
Right.
How many times are you keep
Attention.
making them make out with family members? Jesus
Well,
Christ.
they want that, yeah.
Last one had some bullshit. I'll give you one more unpopular opinion. Lord of the Rings. Don't need it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
really?
could have done.
Oh,
tried. I saw the
I love
first
Lord
2.
of the
I didn't
Rings.
watch the third one.
I
It's
watched
whatever.
them in jail, so I
Never
had to
saw The
watch
Hobbit.
attentively. I watched The
pretty
Hobbit
rad.
in jail. I watched all those in jail.
Oh, the Hobbit sucks, dude. The Hobbit.
I watched Lord of the
But-
Rings. They showed all 3 while I was in jail one day. And,
Okay, the Lord of the Rings are way
Well, I
better.
was
That's
there
a
lot
nice
of
chunk
days.
of day taken out right there.
Yeah, I
though.
was like, this will
Yeah, it
kill like
kills a lot of
9
time,
hours.
yeah.
Plus, it was on TBS, so I was like, this is my whole day.
Oh, it's hard to do with
That'll be
commercials,
lights
though.
out before we finish.
Yeah.
And
There's so many
I
commercials. So.
I tried. I took a bunch of the pain pills I snuck into jail, and I still didn't enjoy it. I was like, dude, I should love this right now.
Right.
The Matrix will blow my mind right now.
Oh,
And I've
man.
seen it.
I've never. Oh yeah, I didn't see the Matrix.
You didn't see The Matrix?
I know, yeah.
You know, they're
Your
making
opinions
a,
are
They're
non-valid
making a new
at this
one.
point.
They're making another
Are
Matrix.
they really with Keanu?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's
and
the
I should watch.
one.
Yeah.
No Morpheus. From
But it's
what I
not like. 'cause
understand.
you remember when the Fourth Born? They had like what was it? Jeremy fucking. Renner?
Yeah. Someone,
Jeremy Renner.
somebody
Jeremy
else,
Renner
and
was
you're
the
like,
newborn,
hey, he's not Matt Damon in
Yeah.
the Jason Bourne
Oh,
series.
yeah.
Damon.
Why did they have not Matt Damon here?
Have you heard Jeremy Renner's rock song? He made a rock song.
Oh, that's awesome.
It sounds like a fucking Chevy commercial for douchebags. It's so bad.
Like
It's
I feel like he
crazy. Yeah, he
definitely
had
has
an
like
app,
a
dude.
wallet chain and a fucking and he has like a wrist. He has like a handkerchief around
Yeah, he's
his
got like
wrist.
a camera in his bedroom for sure. Like,
He's got a mirrored ceiling with cameras in the mirrors.
He's definitely
yeah, he's like a
compensating.
weird Hollywood person, man.
He's compensating for being the worst Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one that who
person.
gives a fuck? Yeah, with Hawkeye. I didn't know his name, Hawkeye. Yeah, 'cause
He,
he's
Hey, thanks, Arrow guy.
He's definitely got a
good
whole closet.
regular invention that's not a superhero power.
Yeah. Oh, you're very good at target practice. That's cool, man. You got good aim, bro.
He's just like an Olympian, which I guess is impressive, but like for a super.
The thing is, he's got a closet just full of one size too small leather jackets for him. He's got a closet just for those leather jackets and
He's like an
loafers he
anime
got from
character.
Italia. Did you know that like I don't
European
think you
archer.
saw Endgame, the last Avengers, whatever.
Yeah, no.
Like they have to
I did like a speed
I liked
through
it.
on YouTube.
I liked it.
Yeah.
No, I love those.
I
movies.
watched it in 16 minutes on YouTube.
It's so long, dude. Yeah,
Dude,
it was like
it's very
like a
long.
3-hour movie.
They made.
I liked it, but I didn't. See
I did
see it
like
again.
what they did with Jeremy Renner in that movie though, where they like his family disappeared in the whole thing, and they had to go find him like in Tokyo. He was like a ninja, and he was killing like
pretty
yakuza
sick.
and stuff. And like they
That is the
made
coolest thing
actually
he
look
could do,
pretty
yeah.
good. Like he didn't have a bow and
That's
arrow.
the
he
coolest
had a sword.
application of a bow and arrow guy for sure. He's like a ninja.
Yeah, take the bow and arrow away and give him a knife.
But wait a minute.
That's a good idea.
So he wasn't on the farm with the kids?
No, they disappeared at the end of the other movie, so he went crazy and just started killing all of like actual murdering bad guys. And they're like, hey, like stop that.
You know, almost all of these
Don't do that, bro.
all
It's
of
a
these
kids movie, bro.
all of these comic book characters, I remember growing up when I was reading all these comics and shit, like all of them had crossover ones where they all like went
I loved
bad.
crossover episodes,
They all
man.
went
Yeah.
bad. It was
The
like
Dark
they all
Knight.
just the opposite. What about the Bizarro universe shit? They would have Bizarro universe where they were like doing opposite shit and they were the bad guys and the fucking crime lords were the fucking good guys. And
Was that Superman?
Magneto,
Bizarro
yeah.
World?
they had Bizarro for
Well, they just have Bizarro for a lot of different
a lot
ones,
of different
yeah,
ones.
that's right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, see, I'm thinking of now like when Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron like swapped their shit. But
Timmy Turner.
Timmy Turner.
I have
Is
another
that
question. Are
generational
we
gap
looking good?
again?
Yeah, we got time.
Okay. Watching horror movies if watching horror movies have taught you anything, it's what?
Jesus Christ! Oh,
We talked about this on the last episode.
This is a little
but I'll
different. It's
say-
not the things that you hate about horror movies. This is
Yeah,
if they taught
that's a
No,
good-
yeah,
that's a good
but that's
question.
some of
That's
the things
scary,
I hate that they
yeah.
don't do it. Double tap. Don't celebrate too early. Stop breathing so fucking loud, bitch. He's right here.
yeah, and stick together. Like, don't split up. You know, like find a room that's like one exit and just stay in that fucking place, which is your fucking whatever your weapon train in
Yeah.
the door, and you just wait it out as long as you fucking can. You know.
Yeah. Also, I think, and sorry to cut you off, but
You don't
just
go
follow
walking
this
I don't
train
really
of thought.
think you're sorry.
I think I'm not. I think the best like
Your ego
thing
cut.
that I like when shut the fuck up when they'll like band together and they'll actually kill the guy who's trying to kill them or something like that. I'm always like, why don't they just like get together? There's like
Yeah,
6
rush.
of them.
Yeah, rush 'em.
Yeah, rush him, hold
Rush
him
and
down,
attack,
pee in his mouth,
motherfucker.
get him. I don't know, fucking step
Yeah,
on his
fine.
neck.
If one of you has a weapon, you know.
Also, cut that motherfucker's head off. Okay, we're in a scary
Yeah,
movie
go
right
for
now.
broke. Yeah.
Make sure there's no chance. If you cut his head off and he still kills you, he deserves
When the
that.
good guys hesitate to like end the threat in a movie, I'm always kind of like, well, I mean, it's what's gonna bite you in the ass later.
Yeah, of course it always does.
But it's like I also know it's
Literally.
a movie and I'm watching it.
Yeah,
so,
I know. if they actually succeed, though, I always think like, but the movie would be over now. We're like 20 minutes in.
Like, don't take any chances. Yeah, don't
It
assume.
says
Like, yeah.
it still has an hour left. Yeah. The one thing that I learned is that hot women flirting with you in the middle of nowhere is a complete setup for failure.
Oh yeah,
No.
don't fall for it. Yeah, it's like a siren
At
thing.
all.
I don't
Sirens,
trust
yeah.
any hot woman that flirts with me anywhere. It always feels like a
Also
trap.
from
Oh,
video,
yes.
like it's like if you're in a western, it's like there's like a posse gonna spring up out of the woods.
Well, not even that. Even
Yeah.
if you're like in the country,
And the
like
surrounding
even
brush, you
now,
know?
you're driving in between cities and shit, and like you're in the middle of nowhere, and some like just unbelievable hot bitch is trying to fucking get with you, and some shit. You're like, no,
she like flags you
Yeah.
there's
down.
something attached.
You're so
to this.
cute.
You're
Can
a
you give me a
martyr or something.
ride?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I'm
Here's
so
a bush.
thirsty and sweaty. Do you mind if I remove my top?
I have to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, my trailer's just right
There are
over
dangerous
here.
strings attached to this. Yeah,
I feel like that's how I would die: is follow some hot bitch back to her trailer and then they like kill me and take my
steal
car.
your kidneys and shit.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, there's worse ways to go, I guess.
yeah, that's pretty bad though. It's just like I should have just.
Well,
I
especially if
should've
you're
exited.
expected somewhere. I mean, it's like, where the fuck is this guy? I fucking always knew he was going to be fucking late. What an asshole.
Yeah, I was going to sell my kidneys and they took me. You want to move on to some open mic?
We can. We
Let's
looking
do it.
good on time or what?
Yeah. Unless
the
you
open
have
mic?
another
Yeah.
question.
I
We
had
can
a
squeeze one
question.
more
It's
in.
funny that you mentioned that because I had a question that kind of related to that I was just going to save for another time.
No, and you know what?
How about this?
Live in the moment and just.
Let me find it here.
Don't
Speak
wait
your
for that
truth. Yeah,
hot
speak
girl
your
to pull
truth,
you
yeah.
over. Yeah. One day a hot girl's going to pull us all over and we'll be with God.
You know what I regret one time is like oh, it sounds like it's such a brag, this story, but like it's like, so one time I went to England one time to see Paul McCartney play, in like
In
his
England?
hometown. Yeah, in his hometown in Liverpool. It was sick. And
you're 25 and you've done this?
I did this when I was 20. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
And
It was like
Michael's-
it was like
he's-
one of the last tours, I would imagine, right? Wasn't it?
yeah, I was looking up his tour dates. He was
Michael's
like,
an interesting guy.
I was
Nice.
like getting kind of morbid about it, and I was like, "Oh man, this guy's gonna die soon. He's one of my heroes." It's like, and I was like looking at his dates. He wasn't coming to Orlando. I was going to school there, and it's like, and the school had given me some money, you know.
Yeah.
Like I got like a good, I did good. I tested well, that shit, and so I was like,
He
I
was
can't.
sponsored
You
by the
just dropped
school?
like 2 classes so you
Yeah.
can get the extra grant money. Come on.
Yeah,
come on.
it's all subsidized by
Sociology. This class sucks.
I was like, I can do this, and I was like, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
And so I went to it, and then there was this girl. I ran into these chicks, these Spanish women, like in the hostel. I was staying
Brunettes,
at.
according
It was
to
cool, and
Pornhub.
Yeah.
and they ended
Latinas.
up. Yeah, we ended up going on.
Busty Latinas.
Yeah, it was 2 of them, and one of them, her name was Thulema, man. She was like the most attractive one I've ever seen. But so it was like this common room that I went into. I was like,
Were you in a hostel?
Yeah, and it was the night before I was flying out. I was flying out at like
Just know
6
in a
in the
hostel,
morning.
somebody's trying to chop your dick off in a hostel.
Oh, for sure. I
Yeah,
stayed
but
in a
they
room
might
with-
suck at first.
Yeah, but I think they've gotten gentrified or something. You hear
Yeah.
that about it in the movie, I guess, movie Hostel. But also just, you hear about that being scary. Mine was fine, But
We stayed in a hostel in
might.
Chicago.
You probably
It was
just
fine.
got
I stayed
away
there again.
narrowly escaped.
no, I almost see. The thing is, I almost hooked up with this French woman, but then
That's
I was staying
exactly what
in
almost
this room
happened.
with this like a bunch of dudes, and I was like, fuck yeah. And it wasn't until the next morning that I remembered I could have switched rooms because they did have single rooms there. But I was like too fucked up the night of, so just like, well, it's good to meet you,
She got some other guy and they chopped his head off.
Next morning, I was found with the other dudes who had been there at the bar. I was like, hey, have you seen Andrea? He's like, yeah, no, but I was like, how long was she staying here? He's like, oh, she stayed all week. I was like, God damn it.
That's
Hey, Deers is missing also.
I
Has
haven't
anyone
found her,
seen
yeah.
Deers?
so
God.
anticlimactic. So you
I
didn't,
know. It sounds
you
like
didn't
such a
get
good
laid
story, and
because
it's
of
not, yeah.
inconvenience.
Yeah. And then
You
like,
just
too
didn't-
fucked up, yeah.
That's okay. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
So
And
the
I was
question-
I was hoping they would be all partying, but they weren't.
So the question was, would you rather sell all of your possessions or would you rather sell one of your organs?
Can I sell my appendix?
One of your organs.
I'll sell my appendix, dude.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
All your possessions.
sell all-
Totally sell my appendix. Yeah, if I can sell a non-essential organ, 100%.
So you have possessions
I have
that
stuff
you
that
are
I like a lot.
attached to.
Yeah, I have a cool guitar amp. I have 2 cool guitars and an amp.
So you'll sell
And
an
a pedal
organ
board.
to keep the amp.
I want to keep it as
An organ for an amp.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
yeah.
But it's an appendix, right? You don't need that. Like
Exactly.
so
If
that
I can
might
sell,
think
if I can sell a
explode.
non-essential organ, it's like what it can only. It's really a liability,
non-essential organs only.
and it's a liability. Like I might as well get it out of there, so it never.
What if
explodes.
you had to sell like a kidney or a
Let's say an
lung?
essential organ.
Well, it's like what do you mean
There we
essential?
go
Like
now.
one that I have
a
like
kidney,
an
a lung,
like
Not your
compromise or
appendix or
something.
your
Yeah.
tonsils.
not your heart or your brain.
Here, you can take my tonsils. I'll keep my things.
Then yeah, I'd probably give it an organ. Yeah.
You would?
Still
I think so,
go with the
yeah.
organs. You love the amp that much.
What am I
Maybe,
going to do
yeah.
though? Like if I sell all my shit, I'm not going to get what I paid
I can
for.
find
you get
something.
money
that,
back
I can
and then
find
you can
something I
buy
don't need
shit
that
again.
badly. Yeah.
I
Maybe,
just got all
yeah.
this stuff.
Sell it and do it again. Wasn't it fun doing it?
What would
Kinda.
you?
If I can get enough
Do it
money back
again.
to get all my stuff, but I don't know, man.
You want to go under the knife?
I feel like I'd sell my stuff and then just steal it back.
Oh, is that the option? You sell your stuff and not just get rid of it?
That's a
I mean,
modification.
that's my option.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
You modified the
different,
question.
Yeah. But you didn't say I couldn't get my stuff
I
back.
did not include it
No.
that time. Yes, no, I didn't.
Let's do the open mic.
Oh, hey.
You go
It's a
first.
game show.
Spin it in either direction. Whatever it lands on, we will riff on it. Give it a good hearty spin though.
Pretty good spin.
Boom, bitch.
All right. Cats or dogs? Oh, cats for sure.
I'm a
Yeah.
dog guy.
I used to be a dog guy too when I was like younger. I don't know when it switched exactly.
You're still
but-
younger, Michael.
I know.
You're
but
still
like, when
very-
I was a kid,
you'll always be
So I
younger.
had a dog when I was a kid and I loved it. But like nowadays, I'm more of a cat person.
I'm a dog person all the way. I like cats too. My roommate has a cat, and the cat talks to me. Like I'll literally have a conversation with her, and she won't do that with him. I love Jason's cat.
Yeah.
I love both of your cats, but The big white one, Kiki.
Kiki.
She doesn't have claws, and she'll come up and like rub on your back. Like she had claws, it would destroy you, but it feels like a nice little treat.
Oh, you're so lucky if she does it. It's like a little massage.
I'm like, oh, don't stop, because it feels so good.
She hits the spot. Boy, I'll tell you.
They're little. She's funny too.
And you can ignore them if you want to.
You could totally, and their feelings aren't hurt. You just shove them away.
Like, I'm very I think selfish. I think to a degree, at least as far as with my time. It's like when I was a kid, it's like, oh, I'm down to just play on the floor. That's what else am I doing? But now I'm like, man, I got shit going on.
See, that's why I got a little dog. She'll get up on the bed. I can play with her. She gets on the back of the couch, and I'll like play games with her. But she is up my ass all the time. She needs attention, or at least wants to be wherever I am all the time.
Man, my dog at home is. I say my dog is my mom's dog, but is my roommate's
Close
dog.
Yeah. Your roommate.
She's always like, she's always up.
It's my landlord's dog.
Yeah,
I just make sure she has a place to stay. So.
Yeah, right. I'm like the kennel master.
What about you? Are you cats or you have both? But what would you prefer?
Well, I notice the dog like begs for my attention more than the cats do, and like I just sometimes even with animals that love me, I just want to be left alone. Let me tell you what. Here's my secret of why animals love me. I've even gone to people's houses, and their animals hate people, or where they're like, "Wow, they don't take to people like they do with you." I ignore the animal entirely.
Yeah.
He makes it work for his
I fucking ignore cats, dogs, everything entirely 100%. I show them no fucking interest. Now, I have my own animals, and obviously I feed them and I care for them and I show them love and all that stuff. But I earn their fucking love by not.
Yeah, you don't be needy.
Yeah, I'm just like
nobody likes anyone who's too needy.
He does. He does it the same. He uses the same method when you want to fuck a waitress. You just act like you don't think they're hot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's like, thanks, appreciate it.
There's a science.
Hey,
to
what's
the
up, hag?
Yeah, he was kind of rude, but he still tipped me $10.
Well, you can't use
some mixed signals.
You can't use the rule. You can't use the rule of the game anymore. The art of the Mac. You can't use. You can't use the whole break them down and shit anymore. You get canceled.
No, yeah. Plus, that's kind of weird. I never liked doing that. I've tried that
so
before.
Effective.
I've tried that before, being rude to a girl. I'm like, this is what you're into. I don't think I want to do this. Like,
there was a time and a place.
I'm a teddy bear.
Yeah, I was raised to be polite.
Yes, ma'am. This is not my boots under your bed, ma'am.
This is not the time or the place. It was like 10 years ago was the time or the place. It's not anymore.
Yeah, I mean, the whole pickup artist thing. It's always guys who look like
whatever we just wrote. Do it.
Bros before hoes.
Hey, bros before hoes. Does that even exist?
No,
bros before hoes.
I think it's always been kind of something that no one really obliges.
Yeah, it's bros before hoes
like a silly
until
thing.
one of your bros gets a chance to get in.
If you're actually
like one of your old hoes
getting laid. Like,
we all understand that. Like one of your guy friends is getting laid. You're like, whatever he does, as long as you don't stab my mom, he can do whatever. It's
my girlfriend did actually ask me to come over, but I had already agreed to do this, and we had tried so many times. I was like, no, I already did agree to this. So I actually did put bros before hoes in this instance.
So you skip getting laid to come here. Nice,
I
man.
did.
Thanks.
That's how much I was like, I just have to do this because
tight.
Gotta get it over with.
You seem like you're scooting far away. Like you keep drifting from.
Come back into the
back, and it pushes back.
I think he doesn't want to be seen. We should get you like an MF Doom mask or something like that to put on.
Bounce it over the carpet there. I need to get those things. Yeah. Just put your empty beer on the socket.
It's funny whenever we have a guest that makes us change the format moving forward, and I think we might be on one of those episodes.
Hey,
we'll change for this episode.
This episode brought to you by Coca-Cola.
What was the topic again? Bros before hoes.
I think it's overall silly though.
I don't think that even exists. I think that because I've seen firsthand, even when I've seen like bros like just after the fact, like I've had the hoes even be like, "Hey, he said this and blah 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 and this and that." Like they were running game back and forth and shit. That bros before hoes doesn't matter. I think bros before hoes is a statement that you say when you're lying to your friend to let them know that, hey, I'm being for real right now.
Yeah,
that's what
for
I'm
real, bro.
Serious. That's how much I'm being serious. So if a motherfucker tells me bros before hoes, I know instantly whatever that deal was or whatever they were affirming me on is complete bullshit when it's all fucking said and done. So don't take bros for hoes fucking as a fucking answer for anything.
I've had some like frat guy friends, the ones that like they get drunk and they go put their arm around you like, I love you, man. The bros, bros, and all. I fucking hate that shit. Fucking bad beer breath. And
Isn't it
don't
funny
touch
when
me.
people like put their arm around you and say they love you and you don't love them back?
Yeah,
it's like,
and
hey,
that happens to me a lot, and I feel bad, but at the same time, I'm like, I didn't tell you I loved you. Don't. What are you doing to me right now? But I've had like some of those guys. Well, they'll do those. You know, they'll have the moments and they'll like disrespect a woman and be like bros before hoes. And like, yeah, I appreciate the sentiment, but I also feel like a piece of shit. And now I'm a sexist too.
And also, like,
I feel
you're
bad,
just,
like you just.
and also, you're just like upset that you're not fucking her.
Yeah, I know. Pretty much. That's what it's about. That's what I'm saying. They get so mad. They're like, well, she wouldn't go fuck me anyway. So.
It's like they see a little bit about like the guys with just cum building up in their eyeballs, you know?
Let me guess the next thing. Her pussy stank, don't it? Yeah, I bet it does.
Well, where's she at? I like stinky pussy, bro. I want some flavor on my chicken.
Like a little spice on
I'm
my
afraid to
crawfish.
feel something, you know? Like,
Like a little Cajun taste on
Glad to know
Sharp,
I'm alive.
you know? Yeah.
The first pussy I ever ate tasted like refried beans, and I don't eat beans,
Nice.
but I do eat pussy.
Mm-hmm.
It was a conundrum.
Happy International Women's Week.
It was a conundrum.
Very appropriate then.
So
Story.
stupid.
Yeah.
I celebrate women every day of the year, and I love them, and they're better than me. Jason
See
did
how we
not give a
passed by
shit about that.
Yes.
Was it? Bros before hoes
again.
You frat guy piece of shit. No. That's what you. That was your idea.
Take a shot.
Take a shot.
Take a shot.
I feel like that's an everybody take a shot.
I got some
type
number
thing.
one right there in that fridge, all nice and cold.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, you might feel like it's everyone, but that was your spin, bro.
You're closest to it. Is that okay?
it's
Right in that
right
fridge
there.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it at?
Thank you, Michael Reed. You guys get a nice look at his body.
Well, no, we can send him like a 1099 at the end of the year and let for working on the set.
Yeah. Well, we don't pay, so we don't really need to send him anything.
Well, we might have to hide some money somewhere.
Here, let me see that. I'll
I'll
pour it.
Yeah, you know
pretty good.
whose this is?
This is our
Yeah, we're not,
sponsor.
that. It's
Oh, okay, never
It's
mind.
a podcast.
but it's Ron
brought-
White's tequila. It's number one. I
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
I
fuck
just
yeah,
started.
right.
Did he say brought to
Whoa,
you?
no, I
That's
love
what it
Ron
sounded
White.
like you were saying.
I don't
but
know,
blowing
but-
right past it.
I don't know what these guys that like you might possibly run into if you should even like. I don't know. It feels weird.
It's just some tequila with the red bottle.
I don't want
That's the
people to
red
think.
top.
I don't want people to think I'm drinking it because it's Ron White's tequila. It's just
No,
fucking,
it actually legit
it's
is
really
good.
want it to be
delicious.
tequila?
It's really good.
I love it.
It
It's
Ron
actually
White,
is.
the comedian, is his tequila.
Yeah,
That's a
and,
that makes sense. That's a
Alex
cool name.
Raimundo.
Make sure we send him this clip as a promo.
Did you want to
Oh
shot?
yeah, I'm sure he'd be thrilled.
Yeah, fucking pay to have it taken off the internet. Do you want a shot too?
yeah, sure.
Might as well.
Very-
Here's to our proud associate, Ron White.
Yeah, associate. That's like
Our
you're a
colleague.
That's like I'm the janitor at a company
A
he
colleague and
owns.
confidant in the industry.
Close friends.
A
Yeah.
very close, intimate friend.
My father.
I'm the janitor at his company, so
Yeah.
we're very close. Hold on, let me see that. I like that sound.
Man.
I didn't plan on drinking tequila today.
Well, you wrote "take a shot" on the wheel,
You, like,
and
write
you know
that
that
down.
I think
no,
I did.
yeah.
it
plan on
usually
taking
lands on the
tequila
ones
today.
that we just changed out.
There we go. Boom. Yeah.
No face.
Yeah,
I can
it's
take
pretty
that.
smooth. I'm
Yeah.
not just saying that because I'm related to Ron White.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you.
I'm not just saying that because my dad, Ron White, owns the company.
Yeah.
We tried
He's
the
giving
extra,
us lots of money for the show.
We tried the extra añejo, and it had like literally no aftertaste.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Like
You also
nothing
paid
bad.
double for the bottle for that one.
Yeah, I paid $100 and I drank the whole bottle, and I was like, now I want drugs. I felt more high than drunk from it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. You do more drugs and you can drink more. Yeah.
that's how it works. It's a cycle.
And then it's
They
awesome.
feed into each other.
I'm about to
You
have a
feel
cigarette in
great the
studio.
next day.
Evelyn, you got your cigarettes on?
You wake
think I
up and
do.
you're like, yeah.
Really? Yeah? You don't mind?
This is a
Let's have a
garage,
cigarette in the
basically.
studio. Fuck
You've just
it.
been waiting for this moment, haven't you?
Yes.
I left my
had it
cigarettes
on deck,
inside.
ready to go. You
That's
want
how
one?
cool
I'll
this
get one of
place
yours in a
is.
minute.
This is like an old
me
school
see the
bar. It's
ashtray.
like a speakeasy in here.
My turn to blow some smoke
Well,
in
like
your face.
while we had the snowstorms, I don't want to call it snowpocalypse. That feels very gay, and not
Yeah.
gay in like a good way,
Yeah.
because there is a gay good way. But
Yeah, you
it's just
know?
like with
like
all
a
the
loving
snow,
sense, but yeah.
like especially with the power cycling off, I would come out here and I'd smoke cigarettes and like see my breath. It felt like a ghost movie.
Yeah, you know, they were literally calling it. The weather people were calling it polar vortex. Is what I remember.
Polar vortex.
Yeah, they were like, "This is
It's a polar
Yeah,
vortex.
yeah. But I
Sounds
remember
better than a British
It's
accent.
not. Yeah, they had one like 7 years ago. Because I remember when I was in Orlando as a freshman, and it was like 30 degrees. I'm talking about the weather. Literally, that's such a boring story.
That's how you know you
That's
don't
why I got my phone out. Dude.
That's totally how you know you don't like somebody and you're done speaking
I'm
with
so
them, you're
sorry
like,
for that.
so how's
Jesus
the weather?
Christ.
Huh?
God damn it. Yeah.
Dude,
It sounded
Hey, did
interesting
you
at
lose
first.
power during all that?
No, I didn't. Yeah,
Never
I was in
lost
the
power
It's
either.
in Flower Mound.
That
You
was
know,
good.
it's like an affluent, white place. So I mean,
Yeah, weather's great. I had somebody got mad at me once. I was just having a bad day, and like I was walking into a store, and just some like one of those old friendly white dudes, just talks to everybody.
The worst.
We're standing there, and he
I
starts
fucking straight up ignore those people.
he started talking about the weather, and I said, "Yeah, sun's up there." And I just turned back around, and he's like, "Excuse me," and I was like, "Please do."
Half the
Get
time,
outta here.
half the time when I'm out at the stores and people try to talk to me, they usually just catch me because, I have good and bad days with working from home and stuff, and everything else happening. And sometimes when I go out to the store, I don't want you to fucking talk to me. And sometimes I'll be polite and nice, and you'll say something, and I'll be like, whatever, cool, whatever. And other times they'll say shit, and I'll be like, you don't know me.
Usually,
Don't
if someone
speak to me.
tries to talk to me, I just punch him square in the face.
I just put my pants down and take a shit right there.
Yeah.
That's what I think of this conversation.
I say, "Hey, what's that?" And then I kick him in the shins.
You're a little ruffian.
Yeah, I like to have
you're a little
fun.
bastard.
Yeah, I like that.
Out of all three of us in this room, you look the cust to 10. So
Pretty scrappy,
nobody
yeah,
wants to
yeah,
get say they got beat up by a fucking 10-year-old.
You kind of look like
Lots
Dennis
of
the
suppressed
Menace.
rage,
Yeah, it'll work, I guess. Yeah.
Well,
I'm usually pretty polite.
Well, you got any new jokes you want to throw out there? I don't really have much new.
Anything you're working on?
There was there's one joke that I was doing that I wanted to land, but I don't think it's going to. But it was like when Santa, when Christmas rolls around, you want to end up on Santa's nice list. You don't want to be on his naughty list, but where you really don't want to end up is on Santa's shit list. Because this guy coming after you, that guy mad at you, if you're on someone's shit list, but yeah, I thought it was pretty funny, but it doesn't
Nick
land.
coming to kick your ass.
Yeah, you're on my fucking shit list, kid.
Hey, I got
my
some
sleigh
ideas
over to your roof.
before I forget. I got some ideas for that.
Take a shit down your chimney. Whatever.
You got a tag?
You can talk about how Santa nobody already the police don't mind he already sneaks into every house in the world.
Yeah,
and it's okay. And now this guy's
gets a
pissed at
pass.
me
Yeah, this guy gets a pass on
through the
DNA.
chimney. That fat guy can get through my chimney. He can get me anywhere he
He can
tries.
fucking
he's
openly
got powers
enter my
beyond your wildest
domicile.
dreams, man.
He flies with reindeer.
Yeah,
you don't want that guy pissed at
magic.
The dude legit is a witch. I think Santa Claus is a witch.
He's immortal and he has powers. You're really gonna.
Santa Claus is the fucking devil. Damn near.
Isn't it kind of creepy though?
He's not a human being. Yeah.
Some old guy just wants to fly around sneaking in your house and give you presents. It's kind of.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
If that's
Let-
literally
let me
only
ask you
all he
this.
wants to do, I'm cool with it.
What's the thing with the kids, bro?
I
What's
think-
the thing with the kids,
like
bro?
presents.
Why is it gotta
It's
be
a
with
nice
the
thing
kids?
to do?
I don't think it's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's just
So
creepy.
he
That's
kicks
like when
adults'
people-
asses and he gives kids gifts. Okay. Yeah.
I would
Fucking Saint
when I
Nick.
was a kid.
I don't want to cancel Santa Claus.
If you start a Reddit thread about it, it could
Cancel
take
Claus.
speed. It could take speed.
Yeah, that's the real world on Christmas. Santa put up-
Cancel Claus. When I was a kid, I did want Santa Claus to show up and kick my dad's ass. That would have been dope, dude.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever wish
Come
for
to
that,
the
like at
chimney,
like
yeah.
church
Yeah,
and like at
I
like,
wish
and, like,
every
for
other
Santa?
man I saw in the world would beat my dad up.
You're like, I wish my dad would get beat up.
I wish I could beat him.
I used to
Like,
wish that
put
shit
your
to
teeth
like
into the table,
because my
like,
mom was kind of tough and she used to like beat dudes up and stuff, and so like
Nice.
she was very embarrassing, and
She's
sometimes
a
like
butch woman,
when I was like forced to
She's
like
handsome.
I went to Catholic school, and so when I was like forced to pray and stuff like that, I would be like, please God, I'd be like, let someone come and kick my mom's ass right in front of me so I can see it and laugh and not do it.
Drag that bitch in here and beat her up in church, so God can bless it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Birthdays when she'd be like, blow out the candles, and fucking probably smack me in the head right before that and be like, now blow out the fucking candles. I'd be like, I wish you died.
I'll blow
Got them all in one blow, Mom.
I'll blow out your candles, bitch.
Hope my wish comes true.
Yeah, the joke I have is very stupid. Not as good as that. And so dumb. We drove down to Austin yesterday, and I saw Bush's Chicken. And have you ever had Bush's Chicken? Or you ever been to South Texas, had Bush's
You
Chicken?
know, I like Bush's chicken.
Okay,
I hope you're not
well,
going to talk
Bush's
shit about
chicken,
that.
I
like is in
said-
like George W. Bush's chicken.
No,
It's
no.
Reggie Bush's chicken from the New Orleans Saints. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
He started it.
It's Bush League chicken.
Yeah, I feel like I trust his opinion more.
It's very Bush League more than George W.
Dude, I've had Nolan Ryan hamburgers, and those are pretty good. But
They're on half price at Albertsons.
I thought
right
Bush
now.
was a family name, but I found out it's not. I Googled it. It's called Bush's Chicken because when you buy it and you drive down the road and you take that first bite, you throw the rest on the next fucking bush you see. It's just terrible, bro. That's a stupid.
People have to know Bush's for that one, though.
Yeah.
That's a good local joke.
Well, I explained it. It's Bush's and it's a chicken place.
Some
Up
good
there,
regional
shit,
humor,
Bush.
though. Yeah, we can like do a show in Bush. What cities now? That's not Bush.
So you drove
Crawford
to
Ranch?
Austin. Did you do anything special there?
Yeah, I did a lot of special things
Besides
there.
your mom.
Did you?
My mom doesn't live there.
He
Yeah.
takes his mom very serious, by the way. He'll kick your ass.
No, I won't. I mean, don't tell
thought-
me.
no, I meant-
I like for it to be a surprise.
I thought you meant. I was saying you were meeting his mom in Austin, like at a hotel. Like,
Yeah, rephrase the story now.
I felt like
okay?
getting my ass
Yeah,
kicked.
backpedaling.
Different context, bro.
I wasn't making an incest joke.
Speaking of hanging out with Jason's mom, I did get my ass kicked.
Nice. I heard you ate shit.
Yeah, I did, dude. I got on Kill Tony yesterday, and it was not good. I did fucking bad.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
I felt terrible because now where they do it down there, it's always sold out, which is great for them. But like, if you don't buy a ticket as a comic, if you sign up, you stand outside, right? And I've signed up so many times, I never got called up. And I wasn't going to sign up, but like all the other comics that went down got there first, and they signed me up. And I got called up like second to last. You know when like sometimes they have
Sounds like a setup now already. The other guys signed you up and shit.
Well, I mean, they probably figured I wanted to sign up all the comics.
They remember to do
elsewhere.
it though.
Yeah, they
nice,
signed me
yeah.
up, and I got called
Nice.
up.
It's always
Afterwards,
dicey.
let's talk about who signed you up.
Okay,
said-
so I'm gonna say some words. Shut the fuck up. So like when they call you up, you have to run in from the street and like run all the way back and get up on stage and all that, which is fine.
So you're out of breath.
Yes, and
That's a given.
you guys want to tell it? Jesus Christ, I forgot what I
So
was
from what I
fucking
heard
saying.
was he ended
Don't
up...
tell my story. I'll tell my own fucking story. Let me say ashtray.
Keep going. Yeah.
But anyways, I like planned if I do get called up, I'll do a joke I do like on my club sets that always works. It was like end of the night, and you've seen them when they haven't had a female on yet. They'll like rush through a couple to try to get a female.
Yeah.
They said that, and then they brought me up, and they even said we're powering through. We're trying to before the show closes. But Joe Rogan was on it. He definitely thinks I suck because he said I suck. It was
Wow,
bad,
this
yeah.
guy really sucks.
Yeah. No, he goes, I did a joke. I did a stupid
Jesus
joke,
Christ.
and Tony Hinchcliffe was questioning me about it, and Joe Rogan was kind of at my defense, but I feel like he was also fucking with me. He goes, it's a joke, Tony. He's like, this guy's new at comedy. He goes, how long you been doing it? And I was like, 6 years.
Should have lied.
I felt like
should have lied.
I was like, I should have been like, oh, it's my first time.
4.5,
dude.
3.
Yeah.
But I feel
Three
This
and
is
some
my
change.
first set, sir.
I feel like a big fucking idiot. The interview didn't go good. I tried to
Yeah,
plug this podcast, and they cut me off and like
no.
turned the music up.
Typical.
And then they made fun of me for having a podcast. I'm like, what else am I supposed to do? I don't know. But
it's
it didn't feel
It
good.
seemed like a stressful environment.
Let me take the positive from that. So if these guys hear your name on another thing moving forward, they might be like, "Oh, Mikey B, right?"
yeah, that's an unfunny fat douchebag that fucking bombed on here so bad. It was, and then like it was late in the show, right? And there's like no crowd, and I can't blame all that. I should have just done well. You know, you're gonna beat yourself up. Have you made it on Kill Tony before?
No, I never have. Yeah.
Let me ask. Were you on drinking or on any intoxicants for the evening?
Oh yeah, I went down there just to like network and do a couple of open mics and drink a little bit. I just want to get out of the house, and they were like, "Hey, we got an Airbnb, just ride with us." I was like, "All right." So I'm like 150 milligrams in when they called me up.
Yeah, if I get drunk or fucked up,
Well, I wasn't even drunk.
Good.
Well, I was drunk. I usually don't drink before I go up, and I got drunk because I was like, I'm not getting called up, whatever. And I went to this Russian vodka bar that's next door.
Nice.
I ordered a tequila, and he pours me a hot vodka shot, and he goes, "Try this."
That's how they do that
And I
shit.
tried it. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
That's a setup for failure, right?
Yeah.
there. You're like in a puke or you're
Some
not.
dude.
Soviet Union like misery liquor.
Yeah. They're like, "Hey, we fucking eat potato and fucking
Yeah,
drink this."
dude, I would have eaten a potato to get that
It's wrung
vodka
out of
taste out,
potato.
dude. Yeah, it's in
Just
a
suck
potato
on-
shot glass.
Yeah, you get
shoot it and you eat
get
it.
a wedge of potato to suck on afterwards.
As long as it's not a KFC wedge, those are terrible.
I love wedges.
But,
what are you talking about?
It was just I felt
Fried
terrible.
potato wedges, man.
It got the night even got worse than that, dude. Fucking Papa Joe Rogan told me I suck at comedy,
Damn,
and other stuff happened too. I offered Brian Redband some Tums for my pocket because he brought up. He's like, "Do you have acid reflux?" And I was like, right here, pal. I was like, you need one? And then after that, I went to an open mic afterwards, and I just started doing like, I'm not gonna dox anybody else, but I did a lot of drugs and got very fucked up to where I scared these girls from Amarillo back to Amarillo, probably, dude. I was talking to them in the middle of it, all of it, and I mean, I did a bunch of different drugs too. Like, I just lost coherency to speak. Like, I couldn't convey my words.
Holy fuck.
And I was like, you bitches doing here. I was just fucked up. I don't even know what
You're
I said.
usually a good wingman, but obviously not that.
Did you
night.
mix it? Did you mix some uppers and downers or something?
Dude, I mixed it all up.
Some
Those
left and
fucking
righters.
drunk,
Just got all convoluted.
uppers,
you know?
downers, inners, outers, all arounders, downtowners.
Zooters, zingers.
Yeah, with and without the scooter stick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
See,
even
if you just
very
stuck
Dr.
with snakes and
Seussian.
sparklers, bro, that's all you had to do.
Dude, I snorted some snakes and sparklers last night, dude. I did even the open mic. I couldn't even talk, and I got up there and I knew I was just babbling, but I couldn't control it, and I put the mic back in the stand. I was like,
I can't wait to hear the episode. I really want to hear it.
I hope they.
My wife and I are going to listen to
I
it
know.
and
I debated telling
judge you quietly.
You're not going to be quiet about it. That's the part why I didn't want to tell you. I debated about this, and all day long I felt like shit. And let me tell you the rest of the story before I get to that part.
There we go.
So after that, I started to feel a little better after some of the drugs, and I can
This
speak
is where
again.
like oy vey. If anybody's ever said that, fucking comes
That's another
into
good
play.
Yiddish one. Yeah.
Oy vey.
Yeah.
So after that, one of the friends I was there with, a girl that he knows, shows up, and she has her friends with her.
It's always a
And,
good
and I started hitting off with this girl, and she was like really hot and all this. And
That's how it starts.
yeah, I know. And then I got killed in a trailer at home. No. She let me off to fix her car, and then they sold my kidneys.
Luckily, you had a mulligan.
But like we leave the bar, right, and we go back to the Airbnb, and there's a lot of people there, and we're drinking, we have beer, and we're hanging out. And this chick's like, we're like talking, and she touched me, and I touched her butt. I'll be honest. And she touched.
No, let me
touched
ask you
me.
this: were you still a little bit like incoherent?
Oh, I was still
kinda?
doing drugs.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's a chance she may or may not have.
We were
actually
both
touched
doing
you.
drugs. No, she touched me.
Okay,
I could stand
on the belly, on the cock, on the nipple. What?
below the belly.
Okay,
I'll say that.
All right.
Below here, sir. Get the doll.
So you
Go
don't
get the
accident.
doll.
Let me do this first. You don't accidentally touch someone's dick, do
It's
you?
possible. In the realm of possibilities, I'd say it's possible. But I'm not
Okay.
even saying that.
Okay.
Depends if
She
it's
got-
like it's a grade.
She got like super mad at me for touching her butt, and so I didn't like. I'm not gonna.
Maybe she forgot that
I
she
just
touched
I
your
like
dick.
just touched it or whatever. I didn't like grab it like, hey. I touched it like grazed
Did she
against
grab
it.
your dick or did she graze it?
Grab.
Now hold on a second, please, because I'm really interested.
I want to tell the story.
But I'm
I
really
want to tell the
interested in
story.
disambiguating it.
I don't know what that means.
When you
It
touched
sounds
her
gay.
butt, like, can you just make the face and tell us whatever you said
It's
or
just
did?
honest wires
No.
getting crushed.
Not at
you know?
all. You won't make the face,
No.
or like, did you lick your lips?
No,
or-
no, because then I would understand why she got so mad. I just
I feel like
grabbed
we're
it.
missing a chunk of the story by you not
We're
filling
not.
in that
I'm
blank.
not.
Okay.
I don't know
All
what
right.
I did.
I'll
I don't
stop.
know. I was
I'll
fucked
stop.
up. You don't have to stop. I just don't know. But I know I didn't lick my lips and be like,
He knows.
You
I
like
think he
that?
did. I think you
This
fucking
is a
did.
Pepe Le Pew cartoon.
Why would I do that? Why would I do it? Like
That's
I'm
your
Pepe
go-to
Le
move.
Pew.
He just got canceled this morning.
You stole that move from me, dude.
I touched a
you
girl's
always,
butt.
you always like to lick your lips when you approach a woman, though.
So there was a negative reception on the butt grabbing.
She didn't like it, and I stopped. I'm not gonna keep like I touched
Yeah,
it once,
yeah, it's honest.
and I
It's
didn't
wires
like
getting
hold
crushed.
on
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I touched it, and I guess I misread
Because
the
you're not,
situation.
you're not
Yeah.
rapey B, you're
That's-
Mikey
no,
B. So
don't
yeah.
stop
No,
giving
yeah,
people
it's
things they can use. God damn it! Shut the fuck up.
I'm like trying to throw you like a lifeline.
It's the Miller High Life. I gotta tell you, it fucking totally
You better
is.
come back down to. You get too big for your britches, boy. But so I stopped, and she's like mad about it. I was like, hey, look, I apologize. I'm fucked up, but I was able to say I apologize. I misread the situation. I thought this was okay. If it's not, totally sorry. Have a good night. Whatever.
Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah.
And she sticks
I had
around
that
the
in
party.
college
And,
happen, yeah.
yeah, I misread the situation.
Yeah,
so it's not like I
totally.
grabbed her like titty or something like
So
that.
there was a lot of people here. There was
and
many people in
everybody,
attendance.
yeah. And then
Can we get a
they
head
made, like,
count? 20, 30, 40?
You're like, just
Yeah. It
stop
sounds like a
the-
scene from Freaks and Geeks.
Enough
you know?
people. Yeah, like at least 15 people, like mostly
it.
people I know too.
I dig it.
Or just met. And she stuck around the party, argued with them for a bit, and then they went back and one of my friends fucked her.
Nice.
Yeah. Which,
Wah, wah.
yeah. Which I still this morning was like,
too, bro.
nice. I was
Somebody
like, tight.
stuck it to that
I was
bitch.
like, tight, dude. That's what I was dreaming about. But yeah, I feel like, and then so this morning I get back in the car with the guy I rode with, and we're in the car for like 40 minutes, and it's just dead silent. And he got fucked up too, and like we're riding in the car, and then I out of nowhere I just
It's one of
go,
those fun parties.
yeah. Just the next day, like I was just hungover, and I was just riding, and then like 40 minutes
Piss your
later,
pants. Have you ever pissed your pants at a party?
no,
Luckily, no.
no,
I have.
Yeah, I believed you.
yeah.
I don't know why, but
I believe it wasn't a party. I believe you just pissed your pants.
Depending on like what year you're talking. You're talking. I mean, yeah, from the age of like 0 to 4. I mean, yeah, sure.
Well, yeah, you know we're not though. But like it's quiet in the car. 40 minutes goes by, and then I'm like, I feel like I just fucked my whole life up last night.
Yeah.
that was your
Showed
revelation
my
in
ass
the morning.
everywhere. I touched a girl. I Me Too'd somebody. I'm like,
damn.
You feel
And I'm
like
totally
you feel
not
like
that
you
kinda
could be
guy.
canceled. Yeah.
then nobody likes my shit. So when you
Well,
gonna
yeah,
cancel?
it's like
But
you know, it's not like
Is that the bonus? You can't be canceled.
I feel like a big fucking idiot. I just feel like I fucked
that happens
it all
sometimes if you
up.
get really fucked up, man. Yeah,
Dude, I
that's
fucked
fine.
it all. And I don't drink before I go up. Like, I might have like a drink or two. I just prefer to just be high.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not getting called up. It was later in the show, so I took a few
moderation.
shots.
You know, moderation is
Well,
key.
from what I know,
Yeah.
you're a pretty like proactive worker in the circuit. You you don't get drunk. You don't do that before sets. all
Yeah,
that
I
stuff.
don't go on stage drunk.
You know,
and,
you're,
and I had that split decision moment, like, should I just run across the street and get some falafel and act like I didn't hear my name?
That's what after I bomb, I just go get food.
as you're walking out, people are like, "Oh, there's Mikey B right there."
No, as soon as I did, everybody looked and they're like, it's Mikey B. And I was like, shit, here we go. And
Yeah. Did you think that so at first? Were you like, "Shit"?
yeah, I was instantly. Because I don't even, like, I don't know. If it went well, I wouldn't say this, but I feel like it's more beneficial for like 1 and 2 year comics. Because like I had a tough minute trying to figure out like what I'm gonna figure out to do in a minute. Because I like to do like longer form stuff now, or stories, or personal shit, or other stuff like that.
Well, your jokes are exactly what they're supposed to be for. They're for a crowd and a group of people. I mean, what you were essentially doing there was just for just the panel and.
No, there was a crowd, but it wasn't full like it was earlier in the night. But still, I got to take myself accountable and like I should have done better.
Okay.
I just should have done better.
Well,
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
you spot
Do
the
some
knot,
push-ups.
and that's what you learned from this instance. So I'm gonna have one more
So
cigarette. If that's
now I'm
okay.
gonna do Molly before I go up. Fuck it.
So you can like get used to being on it, and then actually master
Well, I
the
felt
craft.
like
pretty good when I was
physical
doing Molly
comedy, yeah.
after I fucked up
Do
last
some more
night.
physical comedy. Yeah.
Yeah, I was sweating pretty hard there.
Do you mind if I bum one of this?
So Bush's chicken, huh? But yeah, looks like it's at that time. It's time for some crime stories.
Time for some crime.
Stories. These are our assessments.
Time for crime stories, bitch. 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 Time for crime stories, bitch.
Gather round.
Let me ask you this: you got time for a long story or a short story?
We're
like a
like
pretty
3
long
minutes
cigarette,
from an
yeah.
hour, but as long as we're like hour 10 or less.
All right, so we got the.
We're
We'll go with
talking like tight 5 or like.
We'll do the short story. I think it'd be more
short story
appropriate.
school.
All right. So a mask dispute results in the robbery of chicken and waffles.
Sounds great.
You're already on board.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mass dispute resolves chicken. Okay.
Long story short, a man was denied service because he wasn't wearing a face mask covering at a Pasadena restaurant.
This is California, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
These goddamn hippies.
No, Pasadena, Oregon. I don't know. They might have one.
Are there still hippies there? I don't know. It's like,
I mean, yeah, they've migrated there eventually, you know. And,
yeah, the hippies are like a scatter. It's like
hippies
it's like a
everywhere, man.
diaspora. Yeah.
well, the hippies don't all the hippies from the 70s now work in IT? I mean, they all ended up.
Yeah, they all
being in
sold out. Yeah.
computers and shit.
A lot of them own dispensaries. I'm
They don't
sure.
even remember being
they
at all the
open
concerts.
businesses. Yeah.
They all voted for Trump.
Yeah, half of them for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, well, their kids are all the fucked up ones selling drugs now.
That's so funny. I love the Carlin shit about the baby boomers, but it's a whole other tangent, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so a man was refused service because he wasn't wearing a mask. He returned to the Roscoe's house at Chicken and Waffles.
You know it's Roscoe's if it's in California.
Obviously, in California, he was armed with a gun. He demanded, what do you think?
Chicken.
And waffles.
All the chicken and waffles. Ron
I said
Swanson
all the
style.
Wait,
chicken.
he has a big bag of it.
That's it.
He has something to put the chicken
He said,
in.
I don't mean all the chicken and
Think
waffles
of it,
you
sure.
have cooking right now. I mean all the chicken and waffles that you
He's got
have
a
here."
trash bag of joy.
Like in the world. I want
know
you
what
to
I'm-
hunt down every chicken.
all the chicken and
bring
waffles
it
in
to me.
China.
I know what I'm about, son.
Should have round them up alive.
All right, he demanded all the chicken and waffles that he could carry, and he swiped
Do the
some
chickens have
syrup
large
before
talons?
making off with his meal. That's according to the police and employees of the restaurant in Pasadena, where the security camera caught the robbery unfolding at about 5:40 p.m. last Wednesday of
During
last
a
week.
dinner rush,
Yeah.
bro. And also, if you're gonna rob a place, that's when you need your mask. You fucking
That's
idiot.
kind of smart though, because like if you're robbing during a dinner, it's like it'll be more chaotic. you
Yeah,
know?
but
It's like
it was
it's
the guy
least
without the
expected.
mask out of all of us. The one guy who's not wearing a mask, he did it.
Let me ask you this: haven't you learned anything from Pulp Fiction that you take everybody's wallet if you're at a rush? Everybody's wallet comes with no
Yeah.
cell phones. You take the wallets
Oh, is that just like is it
for
like
cash.
collateral? And
Well,
it's
yeah,
like,
for the cash.
Well, you take the cell phones and you throw them away. 'cause
Real
They
quick.
can be tracked, but yeah.
Yeah,
So
not
they
that
can't
we've
call.
thought of it.
people don't carry cash anymore.
Not that I don't think about it.
But
Pulp Fiction's an old movie.
That's
might-
why you take their cell phones. You
you
Venmo
might catch
yourself.
those people that might have some
Yeah, they
cash.
take their phones now. Yeah.
handy.
That's all their money's on their phones. Dude, I got mugged one time when I was in school in Orlando. I worked for Jimmy John's. Fuck Jimmy John's. Fuck Jimmy John's.
You're not,
On
the
the
guy,
record.
you're not the guy
I'll
on the
say
camera
it.
that got the gun pointed
I'll say
at
it.
him.
I
were you?
don't give a shit. Because I worked for them and I was a delivery guy in the 10 to 3 a.m. shift. And like,
Freakishly fast.
yeah, freakishly fast. And I was driving freakishly fast around delivering fucking sandwiches and I got mugged at gunpoint. And then my bot, like, I
You
finally
got robbed of money or sandwiches or both?
Oh, he took he took the sandwiches too. He was like, they actually asked for the sandwiches too. I was like, come on, man.
I still have to make my delivery.
I didn't. I was like, fuck that. I was like,
30
yeah,
minutes
here,
or it's
yeah, honestly,
free.
I was like, all right, yeah, here you go. Yeah, you get these. I was like, also, I get it. You know, you're probably hungry after that. You know,
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, like you burn a lot of calories. Just fucking,
Adrenaline will fucking make you fucking burn
Your
some calories.
Heart rate's going. You know.
Yeah.
And
Kid,
I can
Jimmy-
eat a fucking gargantuan after robbing a motherfucker. Yeah.
Give me the
bloodlust.
what's the pork one? The pig, whatever.
The fucking the oinker or some shit.
yeah, some shit like that. Jimmy John's kids gets Jimmy jacked.
Right? I mean, here's why I'm saying fuck Jimmy John's though, is because when I got back, like, so it was a long time before so I had to find another guy with the phone, like the guy at the apartment or whatever, and then call the cops and then tell them what happens. And then it wasn't until I could get to the cops and I talked to them or whatever that I could get their phone to call my boss. And I called him, told him what happens. And then like the cops asked me to get more questions and shit, and I was there for a while. And then I got back to work like an hour or two later, and I went to clock out, and he had clocked me out like as soon as he
You're
got
like,
the
That's
bro,
phone.
fucked
you're
up.
a
I was like,
bitch,
fuck
dude.
you,
I am on the
dude.
clock when I deal with these cops
Yeah,
freaking
yeah, he took my wallet, man. Fuck you.
Wow.
That's
And
fucked
my
up,
phone
dude.
and shit. Yeah, he didn't take my car keys. Thank God, he didn't see my
Yeah.
car. But it was
Cancel
two,
Jimmy
two
John's.
guys. Yeah, right. And but it was funny. He like asked if I wanted a cookie. You know, I wanted to be like, "Oh, you motherfucker!" Like, but like I did want the cookie. I was like, "Yes."
What kind of cookie was it?
Chocolate
Strawberry.
chip, you know.
Oh,
chocolate
shit.
chip.
I was
Straight
gonna
up,
say, was that
straight up
if it was
chocolate
that
chip.
raspberry lemonade?
No, I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with oatmeal raisin. I don't fuck with.
I like oatmeal raisin.
Yeah, Subway has the white chocolate macadamia. It's pretty good, but at the end of the day, you can't beat just like classic chocolate chip.
I got you. So listen, when this guy burst through the back entrance, the restaurant cash registers are located in the front, so everybody was confused. One of the workers said he comes straight through the back, pointing at me with a gun and saying, "Put all the chicken in the bag." What if
This is
you
a real
worked at a
story.
restaurant, somebody just came busting in with a gun, and they're like, "Put all the chicken in the bag."
Why can't they say
Okay.
something cool like "sack the birds up"?
They want to make sure that their instructions are clear. I
Yeah.
think at that point.
It's a bird. Sack it up.
Put all your hens in one basket.
Yeah, literally.
Eggs in one basket. Or whatever.
The cook was upset because he was like, "I almost got shot over chicken."
Right? Can you imagine like bleeding out on the floor of the chicken restaurant you work at?
What if,
Like,
you
Chick-fil-A.
were the cook that got shot because you're like, "Nah, bro, I ain't giving you the chicken, man." Pow pow. You know?
Yeah. No, you don't be a hero.
Yeah, why would you know? We don't
That's
sell
not your
heroes.
chicken.
We sell chicken.
That's not your chicken, bro. Let it go.
It's chicken, man. Yeah, there's a lot more.
all the employees fled out the exit while the suspect grabbed some takeout orders also. He grabbed all the DoorDash and Uber Eats orders
Hell
and took
yeah.
them with him too.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Tight.
He's a
Fucked
completionist.
everybody's night.
Yeah.
Tight, as the kids say.
That's a professional, yeah. He's going the extra mile at work.
So they ended up saying, I understand that chicken is good, but I mean, that's some expensive chicken that he's got there, considering what the cost ended up being at the end of the day. But I think insurance covers that shit on places like that, doesn't it?
I don't know. I know that they got to have
Depends
some
on the
kind of
restaurant,
coverage
probably.
when they fuck up and give you free food.
Of course, that's what the manager had added. I mean, I think they're looking at that might go against. You never know what the arrangement is. We're just saying restaurants are fucked up. They might go against their like manager discount or some shit too. Be like, hey, if you got robbed on your clock, that goes against your discount.
That's your chicken.
That's your
Yeah.
chicken now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
get no
kept some
discounts for
money.
3 years.
I was worried about that. There was some money I think I had kept like in my pocket separate from my wallet, like a wad of cash. So they didn't take everything. But
Nice.
I can't remember if I gave that to the restaurant or not.
This was the part
did
that
have a
ended
chunk.
up. This is the part that ended up pissing off most people that were dining at the restaurant at the time when it happened. The guy took all of the syrups off of all the tables. Nobody was able to have syrup, even the people that had chicken on their table.
That's just mean.
No syrup for
Some
you.
men just want to watch the world burn. You know? I should have said it like Michael Caine.
The
Some
chicken,
people want to watch the
people
world
do.
burn, Master Wayne.
Oi, some people I can't.
the, chick,
That's not good. Yeah, I
the
can't
chicken
talk-
and waffle
can't do accents
suspect
for
Oi
shit.
is
mate. He's
still
British.
at large. So if you operate a restaurant with chicken and waffles, be on the lookout.
So they didn't catch him. He took all the fucking.
They identified it as it was him and a friend, and ironically, the friend had a mask. Now, this guy didn't have a mask on. That's what the whole thing was. He didn't
So
have a mask
stupid.
on, so they didn't see his
That's
face.
when you need a mask.
Yeah, it's like don't break 2 crimes at one time. You know, it's like
You have to do one crime at a time.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
you're trying
If
to
you're
do
going to
something
drive on a
discreetly,
suspended
yeah.
license, you can't carry
I need
drugs
to get
in the car.
I need to get my registration just incidentally, not because I have drugs in my car or anything. So I can do that, but incidentally, I do need to get my registration done. You know, it's expired in February. Are they checking that though? I felt like during
I think
COVID
they've
for a
made
while
some
it was
mandate
so
about
hard to go to DMV.
I
but now it's
think
like
you can still get a little bit of a grace still, but that's probably
Mine's
gonna,
about to go out, and I might have to get my car repoed and get a new one because
That's how you roll.
I had a block on it from toll tags,
shit.
and I'm like, I'd pay it, but then they're like, won't let me do a payment plan.
well, you also get high with the owner of the fucking car that you pay it to. So can't you be
we're
like,
not
hey,
saying
let's?
that
That's one thing that Zach Giordano was telling me. He's like, if all of us didn't pay our tolls, like they wouldn't be able to do anything about
what are
it.
they
Like,
gonna
if,
do? What are
it's
you
the
gonna
same
do?
thing. It's the same concept of a general strike. You know, if you get into like leftist, you know, political thought at all, you know, like socialism, whatever. It's like if everybody went on strike, you know, you'd have them by the balls. You know, I didn't mean to pivot so hard into that all of a sudden, but you're talking about that.
You
thing.
really want to do conspiracies, dude?
What if everybody
Been
went
reading
on
this book
strike for
dude.
everything?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That should
What
be my
if-
topic on the wheel I put was the CIA.
But what if we all just didn't pay our tolls? What are you gonna do?
What if everyone
Exactly.
just
If
went on
everybody had
strike?
solidarity, it's just like regular people was like, no, we're not fucking doing that. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Like, we're not,
we already paid for it. It's done. We're
Yeah.
good.
You gonna arrest
you
all
can
of
afford
us?
it. Yeah.
Depends on what town you're in. You're in Farmers
Yeah.
Branch, they'll be like, yes.
Yeah.
We'll arrest all of you.
No, but we'll
Totally,
shoot some of you.
They started arresting enough people would break, and they're like, "Oh, well, I don't want to fucking get arrested." It's really hard to keep the whole, you know, unanimity.
It's hard to
whatever.
keep a
Yeah.
wheel of cheese a wheel of cheese. Everybody
Right?
wants
Yeah,
a slice.
That's what my pop always said.
Yeah. Is that it? He's gone. Did it say how much chicken he got away with? Like a dollar amount?
All. of
All the chicken.
All the chicken and
So
waffles.
about $3.68 a chicken.
And the DoorDash orders and the Uber Eats orders and all the syrup. I mean, now think about it. Probably about 20 or 30 tables in that table, like in that restaurant. So you took all the syrups. That's like $4
That's a
each
mess.
table. Yeah.
That's a mess to transport, dude.
Think of all that like germs on all that shit he took too.
I wonder if he opened a shack across the street and trying to sell the chicken.
I
He's just
don't
trying to
understand
supply
that,
his own
yeah.
store.
And then the syrup's not even that good. Like from a you know, people always talk about McDonald's, like their breakfast is so good. Some of it is the egg McMuffin's pretty good.
McMuffin's
good. Someone was telling me their pancakes were good. I was like,
Nah.
and their syrup,
the
their syrup
McGriddle
is like
is good.
gelatin. Their
Nah.
syrup is this gelatinous
The
bullshit.
McGriddle's good.
It
McGriddle's
is. I
good.
actually do like the McGriddle.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
We'll
sausage
strike.
McGriddle.
We'll strike.
I'll go with you on that. Yeah, I can't. I used to be like 2 McGriddles, and now I'm like I kind of like the egg McMuffin. Like I can't
2
have that
McMuffins, 2
much
hash
sugar
browns.
right
I
away
do-
at
I
the
do
beginning
one
of the
of each.
day.
You know, right
it's like
now,
a little much for me.
I feel
now.
like we're doing an ad for it, but 2 McMuffins and 2 hash browns is $3 right now.
Oh my god, that's pretty good. Yeah, like
He just blew his
if we can
mind.
get
That's
if we can
breakfast
get
every
money
day.
from them, dude, I'll suck McDonald's dick, dude. Might as well because what you're saying sounds good, genuinely. Yeah.
Well,
Pretty good breakfast there. Yeah.
I think that's it, man. We're at the end of the show.
Oh fuck, really?
Yeah, it's
And
over,
now
man.
it's
Time flies when
time
you're having fun.
to say goodbye.
Well, I'm gonna cut this part out. Don't worry. It's not cool.
He says he's going to cut it. He never does.
I get
That's
lazy.
fine.
I do want to cut these things out, but I mean it when I say it. But I'm not gonna.
The intention
effort.
is there.
Yeah. I think it's funnier that I leave it.
Man,
I don't know.
Adios.
Also, I'm not good at this. Ask anybody that saw me last night.
Yeah, you know,
It's
I'm not good at goodbyes. You know, who likes saying goodbye?
I'm very good at goodbyes, dude. I love saying goodbye.
You know,
Fuck
that's
away
my
from
least
me.
favorite part of church. You know, was back in the day when your parents would be like, "Okay, we're leaving," and you'd be like, "Okay," and then like
We
they're
have to
talking-
say goodbye to the priest.
But they,
No.
and they're like, "Okay, we're leaving," and then like it's like 20 minutes, and they're talking to people. And it's
I thought we were
Yeah.
saying goodbye. They're like, we are.
Well,
All right.
I was raised Catholic, and the worst part for me was like
Oh my
when you had
God,
to
dude.
like shake your neighbor's hand and like.
Oh, we did that at the other
Remember,
church.
peace be
Yeah,
with you.
Protestants do it. Yeah, it's like
And
all right, and
also
turn
with
around to your
you.
neighbor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I went to Catholic church one time, so I was like staying with my roommate in college, and on spring break we like went to Miami, but like his parents lived on the way there, so we stayed there. And on like a Sunday, they were going to church. My friend was like, "You don't have to come if you don't want to. It's gonna be boring as fuck."
Like, no,
was
I want to see how you
I
weird
was like,
people get
just
down.
as a I was like, I've never seen Catholic church before, you know.
Yeah.
And we went to it.
Serious
and it was-
as shit.
It was awful. It
So
was like,
serious.
Yeah, it was like so like, and he's just talking at you, you know.
Yes, fire
And,
and brimstone, be quiet,
Yeah,
very
it's like
ritualistic.
here's this thing. Yeah,
you
we
gotta kneel, you
all
gotta stand,
right.
you gotta kneel, you gotta stand, you're sitting. What the, who the
And
fuck
now
knows
on to the
what's
next
going on?
thing, you know, it's like what the okay. But it was the only funny part was like when it's like they were doing the Lord's Prayer, you know,
Yeah.
and like apparently the Protestant version ends a verse sooner. And I didn't know that, or
So
no,
there was
the
a-
Catholic version ends a verse sooner. So like we were
So we have an
reciting
Easter
it.
egg.
Yeah, and this is a little Easter egg. Hey, that's coming up.
What's the
That's a good
extra? What's
plug
the
for
Easter egg on the Protestant? Yeah.
This week brought to you by Easter.
He is risen indeed. Oh, but-
Risen peanut butter inside a chocolate shell.
Dude, I love the Reese's. The holiday Reese's are better than the regular Reese's.
They
They have
always
more
are.
peanut butter.
Eggs and trees always kick the regular's ass. Always.
So we were reciting the Lord's Prayer, and I guess the Catholic one ends on like, for thine is, the Protestant one adds the for thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever, amen. The
I remember
one,
that, though,
The
the
Catholic
Catholic
one
one.
just maybe I don't know. Maybe
You might have
just-
caught him on an off day.
Maybe I'm talking
yeah.
about King James specifically. I don't know. It's like these people they stop talking after and deliver us from evil. And I was like, for thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory. And then it's like, so I was
You know what?
It's like it was
Actually,
glaring
now that,
at me.
Now that I think about it, you're right. Like a large grouping of the people say the major part, and then only like I remember hearing like 4 people out of like 100 would whisper almost kind of that last little part that
Maybe,
you did.
yeah.
And it's just like maybe nobody else knows that.
Yeah, I don't know because
what I thought.
everyone stopped after deliver us from evil. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, well, fuck me, I guess.
And
Yeah,
that
and
was
one
a
lady
good
was
one.
like, looked genuinely pissed off.
Well, thanks
And then
for
they're
all-
ringing bells and touching boys.
Ringing
and-
bells.
It's so
putting
funny how many.
spells.
Yeah, they argue about like we don't get baptized till we're like 13. We baptize babies and sprinkle them with water. Oh no, you have to have full submersion for baptism to count. It's like all these little differences, like turning these different sects.
Like who made
It's like-
these rules? I don't feel like these are real.
It's like when I play Monopoly with friends. I'm like, that's not a rule.
Hey,
Just
read
making
the book.
shit up.
plays
Yeah,
that
who
way.
gives
You
a-
don't have the
who gives a-
instructions,
yeah.
then I'm
Says-
fine. I know the
We'll
instructions.
Google them, pal. And it says 200 when I pass.
And meanwhile,
go.
they're all just like touching kids. It's like
It's
how about you like
250.
focus on that? Instead of
No. The
instead of
rules,
the
though.
minutia. Yeah.
But the baptisms, we can figure that out. Then we work on the kid thing. I was an
It's
altar
the
boy.
massive fraud.
I was an altar boy, and none of that ever. I tried hard too. None of it ever happened.
Okay, I'll
You tried
suck
to be
your- I'll suck
sexy
your
for the
dick
priest.
some,
Dude,
some
I shaved my
confession money.
legs.
Yeah.
I wore.
I did the
I
altar.
dressed as a nun.
I did the altar boy thing because it gave me some special privileges at school to get out of
I
certain
bet
classes.
it did.
But
It
I did it for like about a month, and they assigned
dropping wafers
they
on the
assigned
ground,
me on
like-
like they assigned me
Oops.
on like 6 a.m. church. They assigned me on like 6 a.m. service and 7 a.m. service. And I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds awful. That's like when I did cross country. Like when I started high school, I tried out for the soccer team and I didn't fucking make it. And and then I was like, I guess I'll do cross country because I got to do a sport. Like it's like how you make friends and shit. And so I did cross country. It was like during the summer, and the first day of cross country it was like. They met at fucking like 7 a.m, and it was like hours of just
You're like, I
running.
quit.
And I like after the like first mile, I ran a mile and I did a pretty good mile. It was like I think like 6:40, pretty good mile. But then like after a mile, I was walking. I was like exhausted.
Yeah.
And there was like this upperclassman. He's like jogging alongside me. He's like, "Come on, man, you can do it. Just put one foot in front of the other." And I was like, "I'm not. Like no, like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do it."
You're like-
and he kept trying for so long. I was like, "Nah, man.
You're like, I don't wanna
it's-
be your
yeah,
friend.
You gotta go
Fuck
talk
you."
to someone else." Yeah.
Like, hey, stop.
and eventually he was funny. He's like, "All right, man." And then he jogged off.
I'm just walking to my car. I'm just walking to my car now.
And so
is all
then,
I'm
and
doing.
then when my dad picked me up, at the end of the meet, I was like, well, thank God this is over at least. I don't have to do this again until next week. And then the coach was like, all right, see you again tomorrow. I was like, what the fuck? Excuse me? What did you say?
Yeah.
And it was like this summer. was like our summer vacation. It was like they met every day, like at 7 a.m. I was like, fuck
That's
this.
No.
Yeah, I'm not
How
doing
much do you
this.
guys pay?
Hey, nothing.
Oh,
yeah.
no. Yeah, then I'll
You're
do
building
nothing.
character. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck that, dude.
This
I'm a
character
kid.
sucks, dude.
Yeah, and I was in. My dad picked me up. I was telling him about it, and he's like, dude, you got to get out of this.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for all that gay religion talk.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, I look at it as fiction. It's good fiction talk.
Yeah, you know, it got me good at Jeopardy. You know, when the
Sweet
Bible
smut.
category comes on, you know, like hell yeah.
Where can we find you at?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's your
it's-
social media stuff? You got
at
shows
Michael.
coming up?
Oh, I'm doing the 26th. I'm at the Addison Improv.
26th at the Addison Improv?
Yeah, March 26th, Addison Improv.
This might come out right before.
I'll be on a
This
show.
will-
It's,
yeah,
I think
this
it's
will be out next week.
Celebrity the Comedian is a headliner, and it's like a
Celebrity
showcase.
the Comedian?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
showcase. Yeah. I've seen him. He's very funny.
Nice.
And that's
Have you
all.
worked with him before?
I think I might.
I've worked with
I think
him
I might have
before.
been on a show
Okay.
with him. I've definitely seen him on a show before, and
Nice.
like, yeah, he's got great energy.
Okay.
I've worked with him before.
Does anybody know his real name?
It's Celebrity.
His first name is Celebrity, and his last name is the
middle
Comedian?
name of yeah.
No, his last name is Comedian. His middle name is The.
Oh, gotcha. I apologize.
He's very formal that way.
No, I've worked with him. He's very funny, but like when I look at him, I feel like I've seen him like on BET or somewhere. Like he looks like he dresses like
Yeah,
in those
like a
like
Def Jam comedy,
Bruno
yeah.
Mars sports coats that you would see. I don't know.
It's all about the swag, baby.
It's
And he's
presentation.
got it.
Man, yeah.
Well, that's great. I have some shows coming up. I'm at the Comedy Arena the last weekend of March, and the first weekend of April. I'm at Bricktown.
Hell
And look for
So-
Mikey B on the fucking Kill Tony podcast.
Don't look
too.
for
It's
me on
great.
there.
Yeah.
Skip that up. Skip the end of that episode. It's bad. That technical difficulty. Technically, I had a difficult time doing my set.
Scroll to the end. That's where it should be.
Right? Don't stop. What the fuck?
I don't know.
I thought we were friends.
I've got like 5 beers.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna start putting water in your beer cans.
Thank you. You did
Yeah.
me a favor.
You need to be hydrated.
Yes.
It's all tuckered out. You got all excited for all
nice.
that waffle and chicken talk.
Yeah,
I'm on keto again, so
I'm pretty excited for it now. I have waffles. But yeah, find me on social media at Mikey B the Comic. You could also find the podcast on Instagram at the Open Mic Podcast. Search Open Mic Pod. You guys know where to find it, right? Am I just saying this
If
to
they're
say it
watching
now?
it, they probably know
yeah,
where to
right.
find
Like
it.
they
Yeah.
know, just
They
like
found
search
it.
this
They've
name
already
there.
found it.
Like the
You know?
Twitter is.
Open Mic
You know what
5000,
it
of
is.
course.
Yeah.
They know the audience knows what it is.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. My mom does. She did. I posted a video I was proud of.
That's what I mean by the
and she was the
audience,
only
yeah.
one that liked it. Like I was like,
Thank
it
you,
was like
Nancy.
I liked it. Jason liked it. My mom liked it, and I was like, what do
This
we?
goes out to this is for we're doing it for the moms, you know.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. it
Hey,
for.
International Women's Week.
Hey, I love you, Nancy. She just had surgery today. But
Hey, can I
she's good.
point at the music?
Yes,
There it is.
it started earlier though.
Okay.
But I'll cut it off and start it here.
Here we are.
Yeah, actually, out of spite, I'm gonna start it here.
Gotcha.
Do you want to start the music?
Yeah. Wait, like
Where's the music at? Just point at it.
it's over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do your original. This is
Are we,
funny.
did you put the music there later? Are you gonna put
Yeah,
the
yeah,
music there?
yeah.
Okay,
I do that in post. That's
coming
industry
from
talk.
Okay, yeah. I meant
Yeah.
like the washing. Yeah, it's the dry.
But that's it. Apple Podcasts, leave us a review. Still offering $10 if you guys leave us a positive review. That's right. I'll buy some positive publicity at this point
Yeah,
after
dude. I would
fucking
suck
my
your
entire
dick
life
for-
up last
yeah.
night.
If you tell me I'm good, I'll suck your dick.
You heard it here first.
I was almost gonna be like, dude, you're pretty good, but you're drunk and I don't want it that way.
What's your handle again?
Michael Dang Reed, right?
Yeah, it's at Michael Dang. At Michael Dang Reed.
Yeah.
Reed with 2 E's. Yeah.
Mouth to mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't. All right. Pew pew. Bye.
See ya.